Our top story today is a top-of-the-line computer, the Mac Studio. You know what we're going to do? We're going to test this guy out. People say most powerful computer, most powerful Mac ever built. We're going to test it, stress test it, torture test it. We'll edit entire 4K videos, apply all possible color grades, effects, graphics, transitions. We'll see how easy it is to edit a video, render a video. We'll put a stack of 10 streams of 6K ProRes footage. You know, most computers will not be able to handle even half of this. But then Apple has said that this one can take it all. We'll see, can it do it? This is a big stress test, but then this is a massive, massive computer. Not in size. In size, it's really small.
We have got the lean, mean and surprisingly tiny machine in the house. This is the Mac Studio, Apple's latest offering for studios and creative production houses to take up the entire load of work they have to do. The one we're checking out today is the variant with the maxed out M1 Ultra, meaning it has an M1 Ultra processor with a 20-core CPU, 64-core GPU and 30-core Neuro engine. It has 128 GB of RAM and 2 TB of storage. And the power this entire package harnesses is far bigger than the size of it. Now, to truly showcase the power of such a machine, the standard process of reviews can't apply. Hence, what we're going to do is stress test this machine in 4 different ways to truly show the experience of working on such a Mac, and just how much power you can tap into. Alright then, time to sit back, relax and fasten your imaginary seatbelt because this is going to be a pretty fast ride. The first way we tested it was the one that studios mostly do, edit videos. We edited a 14-minute project in 4K with multiple graphics, texts and clips spliced together with many on top of each other. All of these clips used were shot in S-Log and needed color correction. So a standard base correction along with a stylistic color grade was applied over all of these clips. Throughout all of this, never did we notice a dropped frame, a pause or any slowdown. Everything was just as blazingly fast and smooth as it could be. We could even go off and open other apps, tabs on Chrome or a project in Lightroom, and nothing ever bothered this little guy. And finally, when it came to exporting the entire project, it just took 10 minutes and 10 seconds for the export, which is blisteringly fast. The second test that had to be done was again related to video editing. But this one is to test the ProRes capabilities of the machine, which Apple spent a long time talking about. For this, we took the clips we shot with the DJI Ronin 4D, a cinema camera. Now the thing with ProRes clips is that they contain a whole lot of metadata. The clips have so much data that in every frame of the video, the user can completely change the lighting and colors when they edit. So we went on to see just how much the Mac Studio can take. We stacked multiple different ProRes clips on top of each other on Final Cut Pro. 5, then 6, then 7, then we went on to 15. We applied a base color correction and a look grade to all of them at once and pressed play while the clips were rendering. And we saw no frame drops at all. Now this might seem simple, but this can slow down or break any other computer. It's making changes to the metadata of thousands of frames of 15 different clips and playing them all at once. And the fact that it does without a frame drop is a big deal. Then the third test is less about videos, more about photos. Many studios have to work with a whole batch of 400 to 500 pictures and apply the standard base color correction to all of them in Lightroom. So that's the workflow we tried to replicate. We took up a big batch of pictures in Lightroom and edited one of them. Messed with the lighting, made some adjustments to colors and added some final effects to it. And then we applied the entire edit to all of the pictures in the batch at once. And it did not take even a minute for it to apply everything. So much work, reduced to nothing but seconds. Now the final test is a little bit different, as it included all of the tests we just did. How? Well, when we repeated all these tests, we just changed one thing. We started screen recording everything, which is another added bit of processing along with all the intense flow of work that the Mac Studio is going through. And throughout the process, still, no slowdowns, no frame drops, just simple, smooth and fast. So that's how the Mac Studio does it. It has power and a whole lot of it, even though the size makes you think otherwise. So if you need this much power, you run a production company or just edit a lot of videos, the Mac Studio will give you that while saving you some space. It starts at the price of 1,89,900 for the variant with M1 Max and 3,89,900 for the one with the M1 Ultra.